Hello, it's Mark from Cars and Cameras, and today we're going to take a look at 3 iPads. Right now we're unboxing the brand new iPad Pro 3rd generation, and we're also going to take a look at the iPad Pro 11-inch 2nd generation. So looking at them right here, you can see they're about the same thickness, pretty close. Also, I'm going to throw in the mix the iPad 8th generation, which is the entry-level iPad. So we're going to take a look at that in a little bit. Okay, so looking at them, as I pick them up, you can see they're about the same thickness. And the next thing we're going to take a look at is the camera. Now, both iPad Pros, the 11-inch models, have 11 megapixel cameras. Now, this is the 3rd generation, and this is the ultra-wide lens on the 3rd generation. So there's a comparison there. And this is the camera on last year's model, the 2nd generation. You can see here, they look very close. Looking at them on my 4.5K display, I would say they're a little more vibrant on the newest model. Okay, so this is the camera on the iPad 8th generation, and you can see here, it is not quite as nice. This is an 8 megapixel camera. It's an older sensor. It doesn't look quite as good. Okay, the next thing I'm going to take a look at is accessories. Now, this is the last year's keyboard, illuminated keyboard. This is the deluxe with the trackpad. And as you can see here, it fits the 3rd generation iPad Pro perfectly. Everything works great. It also works with the new Apple Pencil. This is the 2nd generation Apple Pencil. Everything working great. It does fit in this case. I know there was a lot of question that maybe it didn't, but it does work perfectly. Okay, so in this test, we have the iPad Pro 3rd generation on the left, and we have the iPad 8 on the right. Now, something to be aware of, there is about a $500 difference between these 2 iPads, and you can see the iPad 8 is doing pretty good. But if you look at them carefully, you can see there's quite a bit more detail, and the colors are a lot more vibrant and more they just look a lot better on the iPad Pro 3rd generation. Okay, so let's look at this test. Now, this is the 3rd generation on the left and the 2nd generation on the right. So let's take a look at those 2 and see how they look. So looking at them, they look very, very close. But if you look at the model, you can see the colors just seem a little more true and a little more vibrant. Well, with the iPad 3rd generation, iPad Pro 3rd generation, there is just a subtle difference there. It is very slight. So let's ask the question, which one should you get? Well, I would say if you were looking at one of these and you don't have an iPad and you're thinking about getting one of the Pros, I would get the iPad Pro 3rd generation. It's just not worth saving $100 or $150 to get an older iPad Pro 2nd generation. I would just go ahead and get it. Now, there's a bigger difference between the iPad 8 in cost, almost $500. So you have a huge difference there. Really, it's up to you, but you get a lot more performance with the new M1 chip in the 3rd generation. So guys, there's my quick look at the iPads. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.